guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today we are going to be making some cute little coat hangers. I've probably done this before and you may have seen them before, but I was just going to do like a little recap because I've been working on my Shabby wardrobe journal and I've made these little dresses. I did do one of them in our Shabby Saturday video. The little bodice, which was beautiful, and I just wanted a little shabby coat hanger to hang them up on or with, which is just beautiful. And I've painted them just with a little bit of chalk paint just to give them that little shabby look, which I think is just, you know, finishes them off really, really well. Now this one I popped a little bow on with my little bow maker, bows. This one has got one of the little roses on. Now these are like little nail gems, nail art, isn't it? And this one is just got like a little flat back gem thing on there, which is just beautiful, and I am loving them. Just lovely. Now this will eventually rub off, but I quite like it when it's sort of patchy because it looks more sort of like shabby then, doesn't it? So let me just pop these over there out of the way so I don't get them all messy. Now this is super simple. Now this one I have just popped the little rose on. Now I put a little bit, I glued it on with some glue gun, and then I popped a little bit of super glue on the back just to hold that on, because sometimes the God, I can't speak today again, the glue gun doesn't stick to metal and it will stop it popping off. So a little bit of super glue holds that on really well. So let's start. Now these are quite sort of like triangular coat hangers, which is quite nice because they're sort of like fit the dresses really well. Now these are, I believe, 2 inches roughly. Just under 2 inches. That's just under 5 centimeters on there as well. So that's the size that I'm using. Now I've got my pliers. So what I'm going to do is just open up your paper clip. Okay, let's just move these ones out of the way. So I'm going to just open up the paper clip like that. Now I want to just flatten this just a little bit because I want to just make this little round a little bit smaller, not so round as it is. There we go. So let me get my little round nose pliers. Let's start this side and then take that and just round that round, so that just gives that little circle just a little bit smaller on there. And I'm going to just do the same with this side like that. Bring that down like that. Oops. Okay, so we just want to just flatten it off. You don't have to do that, but I think it just, you know, makes it look quite nice, doesn't it? So that's our little triangle. So I'm going to then take this little one, this little bit, the one with the short side, and just make a little loop at the end. So I'm just going to loop that end. Let's pull that out. Just a little sort of loop in there, and that's to hang over this one like that. So you want to just hook that over. Just, oopsie daisy, just make sure it's sort of like in the middle like that. And then I'm going to squeeze that tight, so that's tight over that like that. And then I'm going to take this bit and then just bend that bit up. So that's the top of our coat hanger. So these are just pretty simple to make. You've probably all made them or have at least seen them. Now I'm going to cut this top bit off just so it's got a tiny bit of the loop on there. Depending on, you might have to alter it on depending on the size of your coat hanger, not your coat hanger, your what's it called, your paper clip. Let me just bend that back a little bit more like that. So look at that, that's fabulous little coat hanger on there. Now I've got a little sort of like niche in these, like a little dint. Again, all of these things are optional depending on how you like to do it. But this is just a very, very basic way. But how simple and how easy is that? Now, I have seen some that you can buy and they are so, so lovely. Really, really nice ones. So I might be tempted to go and purchase some as well. But I do love these little handmade ones. So let's just do that again before we start painting them. So I'm going to just take my flat nose pliers, pull this up like that. Just pull either side up like that. We want to sort of flatten this just a little bit, and this side, just so we've got a smaller little bit at the end like that, and then just bend that round. Now again, you could probably easier to just do the loop in that first. Don't go all the way around because you need to sort of clip it onto that side. Push that round like that. We want to make sure you see. So this one looks a little bit more triangle, doesn't it? I think it depends how I do the little end bits, how far they turn. There we go. Let's do this one. So if you've made some little dresses, these are perfect, aren't they? I'll give you a quick look actually at the journal. I have been making the journal, but the trouble is I didn't video yesterday because it is, again, they were next door. As you know, they are still building next door. They were supposed to finish a few weeks ago and they are still going. Oh, it's just so noisy. It's like really have had enough now. But I couldn't video yesterday, so I did carry on with my journal, and I'm loving it. I made a new cover, so I will show you. So we're going to clip that little bit off so it's like that. Take our little round nose pliers and just make the little hook like that, and just bend that back, and then we can just bend a little bit in this like that. This is just, I'm just doing this little bendy bit so you can hang your little dress straps onto there like that. So that's our little coat hanger. So some of them are a little bit more triangle than the others, but I love them. I do love them. So we've got those. I've got these, so I'm going to paint these. Take these two little end bits off. Now what I've got my little plate with some chalk paint, and this is the chalk paint. This is the same chalk paint that I was using on my plant pots on Saturday. So I'm going to take a couple of these, pop them on my plate, and then just dab them with a sponge with some of the chalk paint. Now you could probably use acrylic paint as well. I'm not sure how well that would last on there, but you might have some sort of chalk paint somewhere in your room that you've used in the past. So I'm just going to dab that on like that. Super simple. This is the easiest way to do it, with a sponge. And then you want to turn it over so that we can do the other side. And it's easier on like a little plate or a board or something like that, that you can just take your paint and dab it on like that. And then you want to leave them to dry. You want to leave them a good half an hour, I would have thought, just to make sure that that paint is really dry. Now, like I said, it will come off in places, but I do like the way it, makes it look a little bit more shabby, I think. So let's just dab that on like that. I think the other ones I did let them dry for 10 minutes, and then I did go over them again just a little bit, just so we had a little bit extra. Now I'm going to leave those like that, just to dry. Now again, you can use your heat gun to dry them off. I would just sort of like leave them for a little bit to dry. So I'm going to pop those to the side. I'm going to just try and clean my fingers. I don't have any wet wipes on here. And I don't know where my little water thing is. Look at me, grubby. That's okay. So I've got two here that I can show you. So these are two lovely little coat hangers. Now, depends which way you want to hang things, just for me, but I'm going to do it this way because I feel like they should hang this way and not that way. So all of mine are going to go the same way. You want them all the same way because, you know, if you've got something, a little thing that you're going to hang things on, they're all sort of like facing the right way. If you know what I mean. I'm sure you know what I mean. Now I've got some little bows, my little bow maker, and I've got some more of the little roses because I think these roses are beautiful. Should I just come in a little bit? There we go. Just so you can see what I'm doing, like that. And I've got the little bows as well, like that. So let's do one bow and then one rose on there. So that's really simple. It's quite a really nice quick one today, but it's beautiful. But I will show you the journal in a second. So oops, oh yeah, there it is. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of glue gun on here, which is the nice side. I think I'm going to take a little bit of glue gun. Sorry, I'm a bit close there. Just a tiny bit on there. Take my little coat hanger and just pop that on like that. Now I will go over, like I said, pop a little bit of what's it called? Super glue. Gosh, too much going on in my head today. Thoughts. So there we go. I'm going to pop this on here. I'm trying to think of something to do for the Shabby Saturday, and that's where my brain is today. Got lots of ideas. So if there's anything you want to see me do let me know. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on there like that. Look at that, just so pretty, isn't it? Just love it. Like that. And then, because this one I've put super glue on, and that's on really hard. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, hold that up, then just, oops, am I in the right place? Just a little dab on there, just so it touches your rose, like that, and just leave it. I'm going to do the same with the little bow, just a little bit. Because like I said, it's metal, and it sort of like takes the heat when you put the glue gun on, and it sort of cools it down quite quickly. So it sticks it for you long enough for you to put the super glue on there. But that's lovely. Look at those guys. Aren't they just beautiful? Just love them. Oh, I've got a little bit of glue there. I won't pull that off. Oh. And then we go drilling again. Do apologise. So they are lovely. They are lovely. Oh my gosh, that's so loud. Can you hear it as loud as me? Right, I'm going to pop these to the side because obviously I won't be able to carry on because they will be going on and on and on. I'm just going to turn off and then I will be back with showing you the journal. Okay, so they've gone quiet again now for the next half an hour. So sorry about that. The little coat hangers are just drying at the moment, so I've added the little top bits to all of them, so I'll show you those in a minute. But I'm just going to quickly show you what I've been doing over the weekend with the journal. And yesterday I've made a new journal cover. Now this is made out of like a very pale pink, sort of like satiny fabric. Now I did stick it down with fabric glue and it's just a few bits have come through, so I'm going to add lace and bits to the outside, I think. but I'm loving it. So what I have done, I've done something really yummy. Love it, absolutely love it. And I will probably do one in a video, but this was just sort of like a bit of a trial, but it's come out really, really lovely. So I'm going to be using just one signature in this. So I'm going to pop that to the side. That's the signature that we did, and this journal does that. Okay, so I've got this little bit here, and then the journal's going to go in this bit. So we've got like a little wardrobe bit, really, this is. So I've made the journal exactly the same, the cover, but I've just added an extra bit here, which is 3/4 of an inch, I think more like 2 centimeters, which is an extra bit. So that's 3/4 of an inch, and then, yeah, I think it's 2 centimeters. So this spine was 2 inches, so it's almost like a third, just 1/3 of the main spine, if you know what I mean. And then this bit just sort of comes in 3/4 of the way as well. But I'm just loving it. And then this little extra bit, which is down the side, I've made a little pocket in here, little net pocket with a little bow, just to pop the little umbrella in, the little parasol in, and then I've made like a little velcro-y pocket here. This lifts up and it sort of like opens out, so we can pop little bits and pieces in there, and I think that sort of like takes up that little bit here, which is really nice. You couldn't put too much in there because you have to have the journal there, and then open it up, and then I've got sort of like a little wardrobe, and then I was going to hang one of these little dresses in here. I made like a little hook there, and that just hangs in there. Really, really lovely. I just love it. I think it's so, so lovely. So I'll pop that to the side, and this is just an extra bit that I've added on around there, just to make it sort of like into like a little box. I've got a little sort of belly band here, and that is, you know, that's got like a little envelope in, which is, could be sort of like a little love letter or something, couldn't it? So I've got a little bit of bling, a little bit of tulle on there, and a beautiful piece of lace. This is like a little corner one. Do I have a little card? Probably not. I've got everything else here. Let's have a little peek. Have I got a smaller little card here? I have everything else. I've got to fit everything else into my journal as well. Or this little one will do. This is fine. So we've got like a little pocket here, like that, which is like that. This is a little pocket, which is another little netting one, and on here I've got sort of like little pearls and a little bit of the beautiful rose trim on there, which is beautiful. I love it. That doesn't go in there, that's not supposed to go in there, goes on the front, but we've got this beautiful little pocket in there as well. But I am just loving it. I'm still working on the closure because I'm not 100% sure whether I like this closure. I couldn't put this here because we've got the journal lying on top, and it will, you know, it sticks up too far. So this is just one of those ones that comes on and off. I'm not 100% sure. I was going to put a little bow on there, but I'm still working that out. Not quite sure on that one. Thinking about it, I might add a bit onto here and then something on the bottom and tie it, because this is opening it up. I don't know, we shall see. Still thinking about that one as well. This is a very a journal which has got me thinking, most definitely, but as a little wardrobe, I just think it's just beautiful with a little dress in it. Now you could put quite a few little outfits in here, so you can have a nice big one. This skirt is a little bit too long, that's why I made another one, but you could just pop lots of lovely little dresses in there, couldn't you? And close that up, tuck them in, and you've got this beautiful little wardrobe. I just love it. Absolutely love it. I'm being in my element making this. And then this little one, I'll go through how I made it, because I think I will probably do another one just to show you exactly how it's done. But loving it. So we need to decorate some more bits and pieces. The journal, which is going to go inside, which is just the single one that we did, that we made. What I've done, let's just pop this over there. I've made this back bit hard. So I've put a hard section on the back, and I've made it into like a little pocket as well. So I've added a bit on the back and covered that up, because once that's in here, I wanted something hard on here, because if it was soft, it would just bend. And if you wanted to write in it, you wouldn't have a hard surface. So when you're writing on it like that, it's going to be quite a stable back on there. So I'm also thinking it needs to, when I sew it in, this has got to be level with this, if you know what I mean. So this will probably, you know, sew in just like that bit there. So I need to work that out, how that's going to be sewn in as well. So it will be sewn in sort of like, oops, sort of there, but it will still open up. Lovely, absolutely fab. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. And then we've got all this little bit here. So that's where we are on the journal. Just beautiful. Now I'm just thinking I could put extra little coat hangers in here, couldn't I, as well? We could just hang some little extra ones. We need one with a little rose on it. Look at that, it's enough room to hang. Oops, have I done the hook? Oh, I need to open the hook up on that one a little bit. We've got another rose. There we go, look at that. So you could have lots of little coat hangers in there. You could pop the little coat hangers in this little pocket here, so you've got some spares like that, or put them in there. Oh, lots of lovely little things, all sorts of things. I'm not quite sure what to put in this one yet. I will think about that, but I do like the little brolly pocket, the little parasol pocket there. So there we go, guys, that is where I am up to. I will probably finish it off camera and decorate the front, but I will definitely do start another one and show you how I've put it together, so it will give you an idea of how it's put together. But I've had so much fun, and it took me a while to work out how to do it, so doing it in a video, you know, it would have been difficult, because it was a bit of oohing and ahhing, or whatever you say, on how to do it. So it took me quite a while, all day yesterday. So, but I'm really, really pleased with the outcome. Loving it. So back to the coat hangers. Let's take these two out. Let's just show you what they look like. Let's clip that in there. Pop this together and pop it on the outside. And these are our beautiful little coat hangers. Super, super simple. So we've got some with little roses on. Shall I come in a little bit so you can actually see? Little roses. We've got the little bows. Oopsie daisy. Little bows. I've got that tiny little bit of sort of bling on there. But I do like the little bows. I think they're beautiful. A little darker one there. It's a little bit of bling. Having the more triangle shape, it's easier to put sort of like the bow on there, and then you have your little dress or outfit or whatever that you want to put on them. But loving them. Absolutely gorgeous. These would make really nice ones in a baby journal as well, wouldn't they? So you could have these as sort of like pink and blue and make a little outfit on the front of a card or something. So there we go, guys. That's your video for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.